And we begin another incredible week of Hachzik Musar Yomi. We're picking it up, concluding the psicha of the Sha'ar HaBitachon, and as well the first chapter of Sha'ar HaBitachon today, picking it up on page 41 in the Artscroll, Rabbeinu Bechaye, Sha'ar HaBitachon, Chovos Halevavos. Says the Chovos Halevavos Umehan, and we're up to the fifth benefit of Bitachon. And the truth is, I think we are up to the fourth benefit of Bitachon. So let's pick it up from there. At the top of page 41. Umehen, mi yotzar nafshay b'mischarei. That if you have Bitachon, you're not going to have so much sar nefesh, so much heartache, b'mischarei, as a result of your businesses. V'imtisaki vetzel pragmatia. And let's say you have some pragmatia, you have some merchandise that's left by you unsold. Or you have some debt that someone's not paying you back, which of course could cause the ultimate heartache and aggravation. Or perhaps one is sick, one has physical body issue that he can't go to work. So in a general person, this is a disaster, a calamity, a catastrophe. Says the Chovos Halevavos, but if he believes in Hashem, if he's working in Bitachon, he's calm. Why is he calm? Because he knows that Hashem knows better than he does. And Hashem chooses for you good more than you could choose for yourself. As the pasuk teaches us, Hashem alone wait silently, my nefesh, because my hope is for him. So that's number 4, benefit of Bitachon. And then we go straight into number 5. You know what Bitachon does for you? Bitachon allows you to feel happy, to feel sameach in every situation that Hashem gives you, even if it's something that's a bit strange. It's kenegativai. It's not, doesn't sit well with you. But when you believe that came from Hashem, because you know that Hashem only does which is good for you. Just like a loving mother does for the child when it bathes him, when it swaddles him, and when it ties it up, and loosens it against his will. No, we're not talking about some sadistic parent tying up the child. Back, Bisman, in the days of old, if the child was born and they had to stretch the limbs, it was a little bit too cramped. What would they do? They would swaddle the baby and they would pull the baby. Of course, everything ultimately for the child's good, so the child might scream. But he knows it's for the good, it's coming from the mama, so too. David HaMelech has taught us, says David HaMelech, he makes a shvuah, v'damanti nafshi, my soul shall be silent, kegumal alai, and it shall rest, imoi kagumal alai nafshi. Like the mother, like an infant by his mother, the nursing infant is my soul. David HaMelech saying to Hashem, realizing that ultimately everything Hashem is doing is for our benefit. We conclude this incredible psicha. Took us a little bit more than a week. This is the 11th year. Now that I explained to you the benefit, he sold us on his sefer. He sold us why we have to learn this incredible Sha'ar of Chovos Halevavos. The benefits in Torah, the benefits in the worldly matters. Mashan is everything that occurred, everything that I thought of. So the Rabbeinu Bechaye here says, there's of course other benefits, but these are the things that I concretized that were in my mind when I wrote this sefer. So now he lays out a set table. What's this entire sefer going to be? 7 topics. This reminds us, similar as we learned Mesilas Yesharim, the ladder of Pinchas ben Yair, in which in the Akdama he painted us the picture where we're going to get to. So too says the Chovos Halevavos, there are going to be 7 topics that we're going to deal with. Firstly, what is Bitachon? Number 2, placing trust in human beings. We have to realize that that's not going to be what's going to help us. We have to place our trust in Hashem. Number 3, we have to understand the principles that which obligate the person to actually have bitachon Hashem. As well as that we have to also do, we'll call that ishtadlus. We also have to do our part. We have to go and get a job. But ultimately, we have to come back to bitachon. The 4th, we have to clarify the different areas where bitachon applies. And we have to understand that which is good and that which is not so good when it comes to bitachon. V'chamish, in the fifth area, the difference between he who deals with being biteach, trusting in Hashem, when it comes to a livelihood, when someone earns a parnasa, we're going to have two different worlds. One who's Baiteach Hashem and one who is not. Vashishi, number 6. He's going to come and he's going to refute to those who think that they're in this world just for the pleasures, just for the physicalities of this world. And they hope that once I get financial security, once I fulfill my personal desires, then I'll trust in Hashem. Which of course is ridiculous. And those are the ones that sit there saying, I need a deposit. Once I feel secure, once I have all my money, then I'll work on believing in Hashem. Ashvi, in the 7th, that which detracts from having bitachon. And everything we've talked about, but the bitachon with a synopsis at the end of the day. So that concludes the Akdama, and now we quickly dive into a very short first paragraph in which the Rabbeinu B'chai says, Ach mahos ha-bitachon. What's the mahos? What's the essence of bitachon? Menuchas nefesh habayteach. Words that we should plaster everywhere. The menuchas nefesh, those who have peace of mind. One who has trust in Hashem is calm. Love his heart relies on the one who can trust in. That he's going to do good and appropriate for him when you place your trust in him, according to his ability, and his knowledge, what is good for him. So now that we understand that what the essence of bitachon is fully relying and understanding how Hashem is that entity that could do that for us, concludes this first chapter, Avla Iker, Asher Ba'avura Habitachon min Habayteach, V'miyifakid L'yimsa Habitachon. What's the fundamental element of bitachon? Is that you're not believing in anyone else, and without that, there's no real bitachon. Meaning, don't say, oh yeah, I believe in Hashem, but I also believe in that guy's going to get me the job. No, it's 100% Hashem. Then there are the means. Of course, there's the ishtadlus, which you're going to explain, but what is that which is pulling the strings? That he could do what he says, that which he pledged to do. And he should think in his mind the God, that nothing else could happen to him. It's only going to be favors and kindness. So the more that we realize that what is the bitachon, that we're relying with 100% concrete, that Hashem is that entity that could and will do for us. With that understanding, we could dive in Mirza Hashem tomorrow to the second parak.